Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Today, I got a fast deck for you. One of my favorites, so very excited about this, and it lived through rotation. Now, I think a lot of us might be slightly surprised or pleasantly surprised, but before we go ahead and check out this deck, that is a top 25 deck, of course. Just want to say thank you as always. Appreciate your support. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, if you like the video, please like it. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. All right, my friends, we have a lovely red deck wins or mono red aggro deck. That is correct, and this particular one is by a player by the name of Simi91. It is traditionally actually a best of one deck, but what I have done is I've gone ahead and created a nice little sideboard so that you can play this also in best of three. So I know a lot of you love playing best of one, a lot of you like to play best of three, so I like to have options for you so that you can do both. So with that said, this is the main board here, and additionally the deck list is available for you down below. So if you got questions, comments, always happy to debate, especially the sideboard, but we'll go ahead and hold on to that here for a minute, and let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. I will come back, make a couple of comments on some of the new cards that we will see here, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the sideboard. So first off, what did we pick up? We picked up Fireblade Charger, so this is a new one from Zendikar. Let me move my face here. I'll actually go over here for a minute. So what this card does is, as long as it's equipped, it has haste. We do have our lovely Embercleave, but we're not going to be able to equip them until we're attacking anyway. But when Fireblade Charger dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. So you can trade up for a 2 toughness creature or 2 1/1s. Additionally here, it pairs very well with Furor of Bitten. So keep that in mind. It becomes a 3/3. Additionally, that will deal 3 damage, kind of a thing if it dies. Now, you can also hit a player. So a lot of times this might be that 1 damage or more that you need to get over the top. So something that you can keep in mind. Now, this is an M21 card. A very nice addition to say absolutely in this deck as well. All right, I'm going to move back over here quick. So next we got Kerrigan Intimidator. So this card is bonkers. I really like it. It has Cowards Can't Block Warriors. So you get 3 different options here. We can give Kerrigan +1/+1. Target creature becomes a coward till end of turn, and target warrior gains trample. The thing that we have to keep in mind is it's not going to hit Robber, it's not going to hit Fervent, and it won't hit anything else in this deck. So if you do tack in, you got to remember that it's pretty much only going to be Kerrigan and Fireblade here that cannot be stopped. So key things to remember. Next we got Royal Eruption. So this is some direct damage burn here, either to a creature, or sorry, any target. So creature, planeswalker, player. And then we also have Shatterskull Smashing. So this card's pretty interesting. This is our Mythic Modal land. It deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, Shatterskull Smashing deals twice X damage divided as you choose. So a nice card to help clear things out of our way, especially if we need in late game, or even early game kind of a thing if you need to get the 1 power in there out of the way. Lots of options there, but it is at sorcery speed, it's not at instant. Many of our old favorites, and then obviously Embercleave there as well. And we are running 24 lands, but 22 with Shatterskull Smashing. So pretty interesting new version of mono red aggro here, especially for best of one. Again, I have added the sideboard. We'll go ahead and cover that again, but this is a top 20 deck by Simi91. All right, next let's talk a little bit about the sideboard. So I think many of you are going to like this. So first off, we got Claim the Firstborn. We all know what this does. So target creature 3 or less, we can untap it, gains haste, all that jazz. So if we do play Rogue Mill deck, some of the Euro stuff, or any other creature-based deck, this is going to be where you're going to want to sideboard in. Again, especially against the 3 drops. So this will also work very nicely against mono green, Gruul decks, those things as well. So good options there. Next we got Red Cat Melee. So where's this going to play nicely? One, this plays nicely, well, and Claim the Firstborn will also play nicely in the mirror match. Red Cat Melee is here for an Omnath dropper, so this is going to be one of those cards you're going to want to play this in a mirror match. You may want to play this again against other big creature decks if you like to stomach some land loss once in a while, so this would also work well against mono green. And then obviously in the Gruul aggro decks as well, this could be a good one. So lots of options here with Red Cat Melee. Embreth Shieldbreaker. So Embreth here is in particular for the Temur Adventures deck, so that is still around. Also, you can play this against any other deck that is running artifacts. Other than that, again, the card is kind of narrow. I wouldn't necessarily play it unless you're going to destroy some stuff. Last but not least, Roiling Vortex. So the key with this card here is, even though you're getting pinged, if you run into an Omnath deck or a life gain deck, in particular, you could play mono white, or you could run into a Cleric's deck. This is a shutdown card in terms of your opponents can't gain life. And then additionally, whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. So lots of good options here with this card. A lot of people forget about it. And this thing does work and does a lot of damage. So when someone drops a Euro, you hit it. If you got the 1 open mana there and they are not going to gain 3 life, they'll still get their card draw, but Euros kind of, you know, I mean, they still get the draw and play another land, but they're not gaining 3 life. So it really helps there as well. So this is what I put in for the sideboard options. Lots of good things for you. You may even want to play this against other aggro decks as well, or even like a mono green deck, just to slowly help chip away damage. So with that said, Planeswalkers, how would I sideboard then? Because I know many of you always like to ask that as well. When I think about it, we obviously want to make sure we have some of our core key pieces here, which tend to be these guys up here. If we know we're not going to be able to hit a lot of other things off the board, or if we know that we're not going to make a bunch of 1/1s, I would probably start maybe here. Additionally, Shatterskull is a good one to move out because you can run pretty successfully on 20 lands. Now, best of 3, you got to be a little bit more careful because you're probably going to keep the 22. But you could also look to maybe drop 1 or 2 of these guys if you want to keep this in there. Otherwise, I drop the champion and keep Fireblade in there, just because, so that when this dies, you can still do the 3 direct damage to the face. That's a big one, as always. A lot of people forget that. So a lot of good options in kind of flipping things out. You know, you're really only going to bring 4 of here. You'll probably bring Roiling Vortex, maybe Claim the Firstborn. If you wanted, you could always steal the Snake or the Cobra, drop a land, and bump up to get Torbrand in early, something like that. Lots of things that you can consider. But again, most likely you're probably going to shift out just 4 ofs, maybe 8 max when you are playing here. So lots of good things. I mean, I guess you could go 12 if you did all that against Omnath, but most likely you're probably not. So anyway, Planeswalkers, questions, comments, let me know down below. Always happy to help. Additionally, the deck list is available down there as well. So we're going to go ahead now and play some Mythic matches, best of 1 and best of 3. I think I'm at like 97 right now. Let's go ahead and take a look. 97. We got 5 days, my friends, to get into that coveted top 1200 spot to make the qualifier again. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Looking forward to it. Let's play some standard ranked. There we go. There's our Sultai control deck. Feel free to absolutely check that out as well. Very, very fun deck that performs very well. Now, quickly here, Planeswalkers, just want to say thank you as always. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. If you like the video, please like it. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch to stay up to date on content like this. So the one thing that I don't like about this deck is because we do want to go fast and we're not first, and we have all our top heavy stuff and nothing fast in the bottom, I'm going to mulligan. That is a hard one for me to do, but we will do it. And I'm doing that because our opponents most likely should be a little bit faster in best of one. So most likely, so it could be an Omnath deck then. Looks like it is an Omnath deck. And we will do everything in our power to keep clearing the board. There we go. We can play Genesis. All right, so we definitely did some work there on them, which is good. We will keep hitting. Nice. So it's like an Adventures Omnath deck, it looks like. Now, a couple things here. Next turn, depending on what happens, we could absolutely attack in and play Castle Embereth. Good news is, if we attack in, they don't really ramp here. Which they can. If he goes white, they can get out Omnath. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at that land. I was going for Giant. Yeah, oh, it's it. Sorry, there's a white. So we will do this. We'll take the Cobra off. And how do we want to do this? Gotta do the math. 2, 3, 6. So if we just swing in and do castle, we have lethal. Boom! There it is. Ooh! Bye-bye, Omnath. Into 98%. Fast deck. Mono Red is not dead, my friends. Alright, big old Hellkite Punisher there. On to our next match with this top 20 deck here. Nice and fast is the name of the game, especially for many of us that can't sit and play matches like the Sultai one that I had the other day, yesterday. Good old hour-long match. Oh, so long. I'm going to keep this because I like the burn. I like the burn because at least turn 2 I can take the Cobras out. If I can do that, it's effective like you guys saw. And it will work. Putting this on Robber the Rich isn't bad either. Alright, another adventure deck, it seems. Could be mono green. If mono green is still running Love Struck. No. Oh, it's the Omnath or Temur. Now that was a debate for me to hit them in the face, but we'll see here. Yeah, 2 damage. We'll get 1 Love Struck off if we want. I know he's just going to play the other one. And we're doing that so we can take that off the board. See that with the... that with the fur of the bitten biting would have been good. Ooh, they could have totally hit their own guy. And then Bone would have been a whiff, and they would have been safe. Surprised they didn't do that, actually. There's the Fae. They're going to get advantage here. No. Oh, if they wipe it. Do it. Do it. Then we get Fireblade too. Ooh, there we go. See if we can force him to play it. He'll play his Beanstalk, though. That's the problem. There we go. We'll get that off the board. I'll get some draw advantage. So even if they attack in and we don't block, we are not going to be in a position where even if we did get cleave, we'd be at 5. So we need to get 2 more through. Brutal. Brutal. Play it out. We will play it out. Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh, we have a good first game against Omnath, then we lose to a Temur Adventure deck. The way it goes. Again, the mistake on my end was committing on the Bone Crusher there. He still would have had to clear. He still would have been able to clear the board, or he or she. If we maybe would have been able to get Annex on the board, that would have helped. When they wiped it, if we would have did that, we would have been. We might have had game there, because we could have Castle and Breath our creatures. But again. Now, if we top decked a Rogue, Robber the Rich, dropped our land, attacked in, got a creature, may have a chance. There isn't anything in my sideboard I can use, though. Uh-oh. I will say this will be interesting. There we go. I was going to say, be interesting if... boom! If we won there, because they DQ'd due to time. It would have been pretty funny. Alright, there we go. We'll play it out. I just want to get him off the board. Alright, on to our next match, Planeswalkers. So 1-1, best of 1. A good, nice aggro red deck wins here, back to 97%, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and play our best of 3. Looking forward to this. Obviously a nice, fairly standard meta right now, with a couple of decks dominating. However, I do see a lot of mono red in best of 1. So you get the Omnath, you get mono red, and you get mono green. Standard ranked. There we go. All right. Also, at this point, just want to say thank you. As always, Planeswalkers, appreciate the support. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Also, if you liked the video, please like it. Additionally, you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. All right, C-Stick, it is 1288. If we win this, I would guess we go back to 99. This is actually a really nice start for us too. Ooh, Boros Wenata it is. And what you guys are going to see is we're going to get 2 of the Fur of the Bitten. Oh, Clerics. There you go. And we are going to get big, fast. So this one we are going to want to put in red cap. So if they don't have life gain, oh, there we go. The real question is, do we hit Luminarch or do we go to the face? 5's pretty big. We're gonna go to the face because we just use Selfless anyway. So they can load Luminarch up. We're still ahead on damage right now. All right. So let's see how they attack in. We have lethal. Do they have lethal is the question. They can push 1 through with Elseed. And that's it. So that is 8. So that's 12. So we will make +1/+1. I only need to block 1. So that gives us a chance. And we should be good. Boom, there we go. Looking good, my friends, for the first game of our best of 1. So interesting deck that we're playing here. So what will help us? What will help us? Claim the Firstborn will. Red cap is tempting. Red cap is tempting. We got very lucky on for here. I'm actually going to pull that. I'm going to pull 2 of these. I think we go red cap. I think we change those to red cap. And then we keep the rest. And we'll go from there. I do like Fireblade, but we're gonna try something different. If it doesn't go well, we'll switch back. Oh, this is so risky. I'm actually gonna play it. Because we're on the draw too. Oh, there we go. That was a wonderful top deck for us. So they can keep bringing this back if they want. Thank you. Oh, it worked. It worked the way I was hoping. There we go. Ooh, and we got that. We got a lot of nice control here. If we can get to 4, if we get Torbrand down, this will be a really nice best of 3 match if we can get it, and it'll be quick, real quick. But I'm guessing they're gonna play that and equip Shadow Spear. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, here we go. Ooh, that hurt, actually. So that was a new one for me. I should have waited and then killed it. That's unfortunate. That was unfortunate. So we learned something there. Don't kill that off the bat. So good news is we have lethal. Oh, that one felt good. That felt really good, my friends. Very nice, fast deck. 98. We tried. Fast mono red. We converted it for best of 3, and it worked. So we had a great day today. 1-1 in best of 1. Look at that, cleaning house because we have all the cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. Cleaning house with the top 20 mono red deck here by our friend Simi91. Here's the list. Again, Planeswalkers, it is available for you down below. I modified the sideboard, so if you have questions, comments, as you saw, worked out really nicely in terms of the claim, in terms of it would have been Red Cap Melee if we would have got there, but it all played out just well. So this is a quick, explosive deck, plays very smoothly. We took down a Omnath deck, we took down a, I want to say, Orzhov counters deck in our best of 3, and then we did fall short against the Temur Adventures deck, unfortunately. We ran out of juice and maybe could have played things a little bit differently, but all in, awesome deck. Glad to see Mono Red back. All of you know that I'm a big time Mono Red player, or have been at least the last few seasons, so glad we got a nice version here. Anyway, Planeswalkers, always appreciate your support. Again, please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Would love to see you around more, whether it's your first or 100th time. Additionally, like the video if you enjoyed it. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Stay up to date, and we'll see you again soon. You stay safe. Mythras out. Take care, my friends, and we'll be back.